Good evening. I am live. RV Debs here with you. It's Friday night. All is well. Let me fix it up so I can open my channel on my laptop. That's what I do. Okay. There. There we are. Well, we made it past this weekend. This weekend. We made it to the weekend. It's Friday night. And it feels like, what would you call that? That movie, Groundhog's Day? Yeah, that's what it feels like. Groundhog's Day. So how's everyone tonight? Who's in here with me? Carrie Joe is. Hi, Carrie. How are you tonight? So, what's going on in your neck of the woods, Carrie Joe? It's been a very nice day here. We've got, I think it's like in the high 60s right now, and it was like, might have been close to 80 today, 78, 80. Perfect day. I'm doing good. I'm doing really good. Hi, more haters, really. Welcome. Welcome. I almost forgot, because today I went to lunch at Farmhouse Grill, which is Lee and Stephanie, who our family owns. Yeah, it's getting really long. How you doing, Sharon? Hi, Pamela. Yeah, it's very nice. This is the kind of days that we look forward to after a long, hot summer or a freezing winter. The perfect days. Um, I'm trying to figure out like what to talk about because what's on all of our minds, and like how do we get through all this crap that we have to go through? Ugh, you know. But anyway, I had lunch today. Cool, Darlene. You found a place to put the RV. I wonder how far that is from here. I don't know. Somebody Google Spring Branch, Texas from Knox City, Texas. Let's see how far we are. Usually we're always so far away because we live in the middle of nowhere. Anyway, I went to lunch at Firehouse Grill. I got $40 gift certificate from Stephanie and Lee for my birthday. So I invited Mary and Kathy and Mark, and they had to add a little bit to it, but pretty much I covered it. And we had a great lunch. And then after lunch, we came home, and I felt really tired. I took a almost 2 hour nap. And I think that's what kind of got me off because I was sitting here and looking at what's on TV, and then all of a sudden I realized, oh, I've got a live stream to do. But now that I'm here, I am here. I'll show you what I made. I think this is just gorgeous, if I do say so for myself. But this is all mother of pearl and beautiful pearls and gorgeous crystals. It's so pretty. And it's, like 36 inches. Yep. So I put it on my Etsy shop like I always do. Thanks, Carrie Joe. It's really pretty. It is in person. They always look better in person. Right, that's for sure. I'm wearing this. This is a shorter one, and it's all peacock feathers. Well, not all, but peacock feathers because I made earrings to match. Yes, I made the jewelry I am wearing for sure. Yeah, and it's comfortable. I like my jewelry a lot. Beverly, hi Beverly. She said it's 4 hours and 50 minutes to Spring Branch, Texas. And Sharon says, yeah, it's. Darlene says it's like near San Antonio. I've been there. I remember that. It was a nice drive. Oh no, I'm not surprised that we have to pay. I was surprised that I got $40 gift certificate. But no, we always pay, and but it's a good restaurant. It's only open for lunch. Like it's they I think they open at 11 and close at 2. Thank you, Sassy. This is actually a tie dye long dress, like an empire white. I don't have a bra on, but it has an empire waist, and it goes not to the floor, but it goes to the ankle, almost to the ankle. So today I got to see the baby. Oh, Carrie Joe. Um, Hi, Blind Views. Welcome, sweetie. Yeah, the baby is. Oh my gosh, I got pictures of it, of her. We went over there after dinner. After our, it's really was lunch, but after our meal, we went, washed our hands, put on masks, and I got to hold the baby. And I swear she is no bigger than that. She is really tiny, has a full head of hair, and she's really cute, really pretty. So that's nice. And her mommy Nadia, she's gone through 3 other boy births. She said this one was the easiest. I'm so glad they had no troubles. They just, they were there for a little while, but I mean, 2 pushes and Sophie Joy was in the world. So we had a nice day, but when I got home, I was a little, for some reason, I felt really tired. I don't normally take naps, but I felt a nap coming on. So me and the dogs got in bed, and I set my alarm for 6:30. And, I did something pretty dumb today. Hi, RV Lucky. It is Sophie. It's not Sophia, though. It's just Sophie. Sophie Joy. Mary doesn't like the name Sophie. She's going to call her Joy. Oh my God, 15 children. Wow. Sassy says, my family here in Michigan just had their 15th child. They had 14 boys and finally and now a girl. Wow, that took a lot of tries. Unbelievable. It was so cute on Facebook because when I went to their house today, the boys were not there. So it was just Nathan and Nadia and me and Kathy and Mark and the little baby. Um, can you imagine 15 children? Anyway, she had 3 boys, but this one was the easiest. And she's just as tiny and petite and perfect as it gets. But there's a picture on Facebook. I'm gonna have to share it or something. It's each boy holding the baby in their arms, and they are in love with their baby sister. They were here yesterday before we had the baby home, day before, and they were so excited to be a big brother. I just love the kids. So I got to meet my newest grandbaby today. Our little girl. Is she gonna be spoiled or what? Yeah. Yeah, I can't even imagine having 15 children. It's hard to imagine 4, and they're this is their last baby for sure. But 14 and then one more. Thank you, Carrie Joe. I'm excited. Yeah, let the spoiling begin. Oh my gosh. And then we have another child being born. Um, Lee and Stephanie, well, Stephanie's side of the family, her brother and sister-in-law live here. They have two boys and a girl, and she's ready to give birth in the next couple weeks, and they're having another girl, so there'll be two boys and two girls on in that family. So we had another congratulations to you, Darlene. Cameron, oh, it's been a while. Nice to see you. Welcome. I'm glad you're all here, and I'm glad we're all feeling healthy and waiting for things to calm down in America. But I'm not gonna lie and say that I'm not happy. I am. You have a heavy workload, Cameron? Aw. How's Scotland today? One of 19. That's a large family. Wow. Kathy's mom is one of 11. That was big enough. I'm 7 hours behind. I'll always be 7 hours behind you. Blindview says he's got four grandchildren, two girls, two boys. Perfect. Well, now we I think our family is pretty complete as far as babies. And but it was such a pretty day today, and getting to hold that new beautiful baby. I mean, she just is perfecto, just Lucky said he's one of 14. Wow, at least a lot of big families. Right. I'm 7 hours behind you, and it's 2 a.m. there. So I'm catching you at the end of your day. I know. No, I got this dress, and Kathy got one too, at a fair in Michigan that we went to. This one fair in Michigan, and it was not a Renaissance, it was a regular arts and craft Michigan show. The guy was really good, and I just thought these dresses, they're so comfortable. They're 100% cotton, and this is already several years old too, and they have two pockets. It's pretty neat. So, I mean, I don't know how everybody feels about what's going on in our country right now, but I am so glad that it's at least over. Thank goodness the advertisements for political crap is done. Now we just have to hang in there a little while and keep going. And you know what? No matter who is winning, we're still going to get up. We're still going to eat breakfast. We're still going to walk the dog. We're still going to have, everything. Butterbean Head, hi, welcome, welcome. You went to your first Renaissance fair in Texas. I almost did the Texas Renaissance Fair years ago. We almost did the Texas Fair, but wound up booking something else, I guess. But it's a very popular fair. The ads are done. Oh my God. That's a blessing in itself. And whether you're happy on the outcome or not doesn't matter. Because, listen, for those of us who did not care for Trump, we went through 4 years. And you know what? I always will say, I always respected. I never talked down or nasty like some people do. But and I don't plan on it. And I'm just hoping that it with this turn of events that we can all treat ourselves and treat each other with respect and to trust that it's meant to be, because I don't think there's too many. These things are not accidents. Cameron says in Scotland where he is, it's being observed here in a mix of astonishment and disbelief. Yeah, well, I don't know. I think it's turning out very good for who wanted change, and the others, man, our family here, they're not happy. Not happy campers here. And I don't want to gloat. Exactly. I've even I mean I am a very liberal kind of person because I believe, that gay people can get married, and I believe in whatever makes you happy, as long as you don't hurt anybody. I don't judge you for who you do or do what you do, and so that there makes me liberal. But I have respected that our president was Donald Trump, and he did the best he could do. I get it. Some people loved him, and some people didn't. But I think the bottom line is just whatever it is, respect and go forward, because that's the way we're going. Hi, love and life. She says astonishment and disbelief because there are a lot of things in question. Yeah, there is. There is. Cameron also says it's an attack on democracy, surely by attacking your own country. Just heard Mary Trump's niece, who said he is trying to overturn democracy like a coup. Oh, wow. Yep, human rights, and what I think we should all have the freedom. That's why we have America. America is the land of the brave, the free, and whether you like that or not, it's the way it is. It's always been that way, and we'll fight till the end to keep that. So, yeah. Hi, Cheryl. Listen, you can't, it's not gonna work for him. He should go with class. He should be dignified, and he can be one of the presidents that, like no other president, and he had a lot of people that loved him, but it's time that he becomes, a gentleman, and I don't know if he ever will be able to do that. We'll see. So far, it's, he's gonna go fighting and screaming. And that's the part of it that I never understood, because my family here, they're wonderful people here. I love my Kathy and Mark and Mary and all the kids. I love them. Um, I don't know. I don't sometimes understand. I don't understand how um, people that really have a true belief in God and Christianity could really like him. I just never understood it, nor do I want you to try to tell me anything. I don't care. But I never understood it, and I never will. I'm just glad that it's turning out the way I wanted it to turn out. Oh, Blind View says we don't have a dictator. We have checks and balances. That's why we have the House and the Senate. Exactly. Hi, Carla. Hi, Deb. Yeah, so anyway, hold on. I mean, whatever side you were on, let's get in the middle. Let's all start getting back together again and just accept there's differences. Nobody's telling you what you should do with your life and family. So don't tell other people. That's how I feel. Hello, Constantine. How you doing? Good to see you. Exactly, Sherry. I just, what I couldn't understand is that the way he is, they didn't see it. It's like they don't see it. Even now, they don't see it. Emily, hi, doing? She said, I just want to lay out in the grass and be cool. You are cool. I'm just happy that, it's over. Now, as far as what's going to happen, who knows? But you know what? I think it's over. No more ads running. Nobody's trying to get your vote anymore, thank goodness. Because, you can't really change another person's point of view. If it's in their heart and they don't feel right, you can't change their point of view. I'm not even going to try. Thank you, Deb. This is not it's a dress. It goes all the way to my, I guess, below my knees. several inches. Oh, Diane, I hope you're healing. I know it's going to take time. You had shoulder surgery, so just take your time, lay around, get better. Yeah, T length. I guess you'd call it that. T length. So what else is new? Let's see. Um, I just have really been into making jewelry mostly lately. When the weather is so nice to sit out in the garage where my beads are, I really enjoy sitting there and doing that. And I do laundry in there at the same time. I was going to get my hair cut Wednesday, but she canceled. So I don't know what I'm going to do. It's getting very long. It's almost too long, really. Sometimes it looks okay, and sometimes I hate it. Oh, I don't really want to read anything right now. Whose manifest are you talking about? I don't get. I didn't understand that, Sherry. My girls are fine, and I have two kitties outside that rely on me now. Um, the little female. I just sprayed the blue hair. It was Halloween. It wasn't permanent. Yeah, I think it grew an inch overnight, right? I agree, Carrie Joe. I just really hope that whoever is in charge that's the number one importance right now is to get the virus under control, which might not be a happy thing for a lot of people, but too bad. We all have to do it together. That's the problem. The division in our country has never been so big, and we need to put that division on the sidelines and fight together. We're strong together. Hi, Vanilla Rain. Welcome. Nice to see you. That's the part I didn't like. I don't like that you're either on one side or you're on the other side, and we're gonna, I don't like that feeling. Emily says virus numbers are going up again in South Texas. I think they've had definitely another surge of the virus, but people just keep having parties and weddings and church gatherings and. Me too, Butterbean Head. I love our country, and I'm proud to be an American, and that's really all that I can say. Constantine said, I totally agree with Carrie Joe. I had another person I know just pass away from COVID. Was it a younger person or an older person? Vanilla Rain's neighbor has it. Boy, this thing's gone through. It's crazy. It's a crazy thing. Hey, ZT, 1981. When I think of 1980s, I think of music. 62 is young. Blind Views just said a mouthful. I wish you were here next to me so you could talk. He says each little group needs to stop thinking about their group and start thinking as humanity as a whole. Yes. Well, we'll see if the vaccine comes. I know they're working on it, and yeah. So let's think about the 80s for a second, okay? Vanilla Rain says that when she thinks of the 80s, she thinks of Rod Stewart. When I think of the 80s, I think of things like Thriller by Michael Jackson and all of his. He had such great videos. And I love the one, Our House in the Middle of the Block. Our house. Remember that one? Really? Scottish, huh? Cameron says, do you know that the name Paisley, which is my kitty, is a Scottish town? All the fabrics in that pattern are named after the town where they were made. That's neat. Vanilla Rain says, I don't care what they do. I want my stimulus check. Well, that would be very nice of the government, no matter who's in charge, to get that going. Was that by Madhouse? Our House? That was a good song, though. Yes. Robin, she said, I believe God is in his throne no matter who is in the White House. My choices aren't impacted by who's in the White House, nor are they defined by any political party. I agree with that. I think of Madonna. You can see my, let's see, star bright, starlight. First time I see tonight, baby. Well, my songs were in the 60s too, but I was still here in the 80s. RV Lucky said, I don't believe no one's going to get it any more money from the government. Well, we'll see, Lucky. We have our hopes. Madness was the name of the group that did Our House. Thank you, Constantine. Sharon says, I remember jelly shoes, those plastic shoes. Yeah, and everybody had shoulder pads. Remember? Every woman had these huge shoulder pads. You were close. I watch the Golden Girls sometimes because they have these, stations with them on that's one after another, and they always have such heavy duty pads in their shoulders and big hair. Yes. Another song that I remember would be Don't You Want Me, Baby? Don't you want me now? I can't remember. What, A Flock of Seagulls or something? There was some good music in the 80s. And it was fun. Shoulder pads were the way everybody had shoulder pads. Well, Vanilla Rain, we can really wish, because I think everybody wouldn't mind getting a little help for the new year. Human League, it's a good one. Wishing Well, Kiss and Tell. Yeah, the Golden Girls, the whole show is the 80s, which is what I get a kick out of. I think music's good every decade has music. I feel like 60s and 70s were my favorite, but I did enjoy when the videos came on and we started watching TV and got our dose of music on there. Like, what's that guy? Um, I'm the kind of person that I just know a part of the song. Um, you may call yourself. What's his name? That guy. He's. Oh, I can't think of that song. Yeah, Darlene. All of the outfits had these pointy shoulders. Stirrup pants. Talking Heads. I love the Talking Heads too. And Billie Jean. There were so many that were so good. That's what I liked, is the good videos that were out. MTV was the thing. And at that point that was when Kathy and I first moved in together in 1980. And that was the year pretty much we met, and we moved into this trailer, this mobile home, in a small mobile home park in Hollywood, Florida. And we just sat and we'd watch the videos, and it was so fun. This is not my beautiful house. Yes, that's. And the days go on, go by. You're not gonna hear it in my head. Those were fun days. And I was young. I was in my 30s. I turned 30 in 1980, so I think that's pretty young. Yes, I think it would have been fun to know all of you in the 80s, but Blind Views, definitely. Blind Views, we're still in the 80s. uh, Mind Control to Major Tom. David Bowie, very 1980s. Yeah, the 80s. That was something. Now, if you ask me about the 90s, I really can't think of the 90s songs, nor can I think of the 2000, the whole decade from 2000 to 2010. Nothing stands out in my head. I don't know why. The only thing I'm thinking of is that song Happy. 'Cause I'm happy. My grandkids were burned in the 80s. Lucky, did you mean to say burned? Yeah, parachute pants. Oh, what's the guy that used to do the dance? Can't touch this. He wore parachute pants. If my head in my, if I could just say what's in my head, it would be great. MC Hammer. That was kind of fun. Yep. Can't touch this. Do 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 do. Can't touch this. Yeah, I can't really remember anything that's going to stand out of the 90s or the 2000s or the 10, even 2010, although, okay, some. Yeah, I have great memories of the 60s, the 70s, and the 80s. And then I stopped. I don't know what happened to me. I do remember, though, partly is that a lot of it became rap music. And then they lost me. It was hard enough to go from the 60s, I was more like a folk rock singer. From that to disco was a real big shocker for me. Your grandkids were born in the 80s. I thought that was weird, Lucky. The 80s had some good love ballads. Okay, let's hear some. Bring up a love ballad from the 80s. Hear a few names. What I like to do, we all have so much heavy shit going on in our lives. A lot of people do. I mean, everybody does. And then they get on here, and I know what's the topics of the day. I get it. I watch a lot, too much news. But isn't it fun to come back and get away from it? And when you go into like a live stream and we sort of go to another time because that's the way time passes. And remember Aerosmith teamed up with Run DMC? Yes. Oh, I loved Aerosmith too. What's that one he does? Boy looks like a he looks like a lady. Sade. Oh yeah. And Anita Baker. Anita Baker used to kind of have that high pitched kind of gets my ears. Darlene Horn says what I enjoyed was when my daughters would laugh when my songs was called the oldies but goodies. Then their songs were advertised as oldies but goodies. They were upset. Payback. Gotta love it. Yep. Dude looks like a lady. Sharon Hansen says, I remember everybody getting ready for when it was going to be turning to the year 2000. Everybody had bought Spam and water. Endless Love, that was good. And of course, what's her name? who passed away too young. And I will always love you. Tina Turner for sure, and Betty Davis Eyes was a great song. Whitney, I need you blowing fuse. I need help. Yeah, Whitney, she had a lot of hits. It was. I think the '80s were a pretty cool decade, actually. I mean, I love to go. I mean, the '70s is like when I was teens, 20s. You know, my 20s in the '70s. Karen Carpenter, yep, loved her. Y2K preppers. How about the YMCA? Is that the '70s? Yeah, that's the '70s. Oh man, those were the days, my friend. We thought they'd never end. We'd sing and dance forever and a day. Yeah, I don't remember the '40s because I wasn't here, but my mother used to love the big band sound, and it was good. Yeah, Whitney was one of the best singers ever. Giggle Fishy! Hello, welcome. Yes, Duran Duran. You know Constantine, the guy that was the main guy from Duran Duran, his mother lived real close to me and my cousin in Florida. So that was kind of special at the time. Oh, she is a dog. She goes under the covers. Even on bed, she goes under. Simon Le Bon. Hungry Like the Wolf. That was a good song. What decade is the year of the cat? The year of the cat. Emily, when I used to play guitar and sing for my like living, which I did all my 20s, my 30s, and my 40s. Yeah, you know, you forget. I just would make up something. I would just keep going. Linda Ronstadt was super. She was like '70s, wasn't she? Yeah, I think. I've been cheated, been mistreated. When will I be loved? Yeah, the year of the cat. Al Stewart, 1975. Yeah, we're going back. We're going back to Desperado. When will you come to your senses? You've been out riding fences for so long now, and you're a hard one. I know that you got your reasons. I saw the Stone Ponies, Linda Ronstadt and the Stone Ponies in Bakersfield, California. They opened for Neil Young and Crazy Horse. That was quite the concert, and I'm so glad I got to do that. You and I travel to the beat of a different drum. Can't you tell by the way I run? Every time you make eyes at me. The Doobie Brothers. I hear all this music in my head. I mean, really. If I could only just spit it out. Yeah, I love music. I am into it, and even now I am. And I don't do the same. I mean, I'm not intensely into music, but I was for all of my youth, all the way to the '40s. And then I started getting tired of being at bars and that kind of stuff. Well, that's what we do here. We put songs in your head, Darlene. Yeah, I have a lot of blanks to fill in on my memory. But I've seen some good concerts. I know I've said this before. One of my favorite concerts was Donovan, because he was like this spiritual guru, and it was at the Hollywood Bowl in California, and he came out on stage, and he was like sitting on a big, huge pillow, and he was wearing all white like a robe, And there were flowers all over. And oh man, and we sat real close. Yeah, music can haunt you. Hal Atlantis, yes. Electrical banana is gonna be the latest craze. Electric. You know, I tried smoking bananas. The peel. Yeah, it was like probably 1968 or 70. And me and my girlfriend had a toaster oven in her house, and we did the peels and cooked them and tried to smoke it. Didn't do a thing. We had a banana buzz. Paul Revere and the Raiders. My first concert was the Beatles. I was 14. I saw the Beatles by myself. I went. My mother took me. My mother was so sweet. And she picked me up. Sunshine came softly through my window today. Could have tripped out easy, but I changed my ways. It'll take time, I know it, but in a while you're gonna be mine, and I know it. We'll do it in style. Blind Views, thanks for coming in. Love you. See you soon. Olivia Newton-John, yes. Oh, my husband's favorite was Xanadu. That was his favorite movie. What? Wherever you go, wherever you may wander in your life, surely you know I always want to be there. Mike! Hi, sweetie. Hi, nice to see you, Mike. Carry on, my wayward son. Do-do-do-do. I wish I could have music on. How are you, Mike? It's been a while. I haven't seen you. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, it's nice to be with y'all. That was a big hit, Constantine. Dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. I was such a good girl. I'm still a good girl. And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon. Little boy blue and the man in the moon. Where you going, Dad? I don't know when. We'll get together then. We're gonna have a good time then. And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon. Little boy blue and the man in the moon. That was a good song. Yeah, I'm glad you're singing with me. That's what I'm thinking, that we're all kind of singing. Singing songs and sharing time. You know, that's what we're doing. Sharing times. Making the best out of everything, you know. No one's ever going to be completely pleased with the way things work out. But a good song, you know, good friends, that's what it's all about. Tom Hanks comedy where he dressed up like a girl. Did he do that with his friend? Didn't Tom Hanks belong in that where they dressed up like girls? Bosom buddies. Yeah, there you go. No, that was no, Jim Croce. No, that was Harry Chapin. Harry Chapin did that one. Now, Jim Croce, he did a lot of really great songs, and he certainly didn't live very long. But he was bad, bad. Leroy Brown, the baddest man in the whole downtown. Badder than old King Kong. Meaner than a junkyard dog. And Cat Stevens, I loved him. Mrs. Doubtfire. That was a good movie. Yeah, Cat Stevens was fabuli. One of the songs I used to perform was Cat Stevens' song, "Baby, baby, baby, it's a wild world. Now that I've lost everything to you, you say you want to start something new. And it's breaking my heart you're leaving. Baby, I'm grieving. But if you want to leave, take good care. Hope you have a lot of nice things to wear. But a lot of nice things turn bad out there. If I could save time in a bottle, the first thing that I'd like to do. No, that wasn't Cat Stevens. That was, what's his face? Harry Chapin. I ain't no fortunate one. That's a good song, too. Yeah, Harry Chapin sang Taxi. And me, I'm driving in my taxi, taking tips and getting high. I like to get tips and get high. Oh man, has this been the hell week or what? Yay, it's done. Then there was Joni Mitchell too, who I loved. They paved paradise, put up a parking lot with a pink hotel, a boutique, and a swinging hot spot. Long, cool woman in a black dress. That was a good song. And Everything by the Eagles. Yeah, music's what we're brought up on music, and it takes me away. I love music. I don't know that one, Constantine. I remember I was watching Rosie O'Kelly. She was chooching and she was in MacArthur's Park in L.A. Remember that song? That was a crazy song. MacArthur's Park is melting in the dark. All the sweet cream icing falling down. Someone left the cake out in the rain. I don't think that I could take it, 'cause it took so long to make it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Long Cool Woman. That was a good song. Darlene says, one of my first trips with my trailer was to Clear Creek, Iowa to see the concert hall and crash site of Buddy Holly. Aw, that was sad. Richard Harris. Yeah, that was really, in those days, I mean, actually, I just listened to it recently because they were in MacArthur's Park and I wanted to hear it. Mike says I got stoned and missed it. Yeah, but I liked the original version of MacArthur's Park by Richard Harris better than the Donna Summer one. I mean, she was good for discos. Ooh, love to love you, baby. You know, I love almost really all kinds of music. I don't like rap. I just can't get into it, and I can't handle real hard, screechy uh, rock and roll either. Love Joe Walsh. Man, remember the song, Why Don't We Get Drunk and Screw? Steven Tyler, he's sexy. Oh yes, in the 80s was rollerblading. That was big. There's Jimmy Buffett. Living on sponge cake, watching the sun bake. All the tourists are covered in oil. Strumming on my six string, on my front porch swing. Smell the shrimp, it's beginning to boil. I was not a big Elvis fan, but my sister, she was 4 years older than me, she had a big crush on Elvis. And we did listen to all the Elvis music, of course. You are so beautiful to me. Joe Cocker really was a unique singer. Gigglefishy said, anybody else have music they can't stand now because of their ex liked it? No, I really can't. When I was married when I was 21. It was not a good marriage, and it didn't last but a couple years. But him and I would play guitar together, and at the time he was 24 and I was 21. So the one song that I always think about my first husband was um, "Old Man, look at my life. I'm a lot like you were. Old man, look at my life. 24 and there's so much more." Connie Francis? Are you talking about Connie Francis, ZT? Did Marilyn slide in here? Hi, Maryland. Always nice to have everybody here that I love. That's right, Mike. We get high with a little help from our friends. Isn't that the truth? Gonna try with a little help from my friends, with a little help from my friends. Well, that's Giggle Fishy. That's probably why we were together, is because we played guitar and sang and got stoned together, and we thought life was just a big fun game. Have you ever seen the rain coming down? Mm-hmm. I feel so bad, I've got a worried mind. I'm so lonesome all of the time. Since I left my baby behind on Blue Bayou. Linda Ronstadt. I won't sing that one, Emily, although I kind of want to sing it, but I'm not gonna. My husband that I was with the longest and loved and, you know, cherished, his name was Mark, and he and I had a song, and our song together was You Send Me. He picked it, and I loved it. You send me, darling, you send me. Honest you do, honest you do. Mm-hmm. You thrill me, darling. Music is one thing we can all relate to. You know that? It's just one of those things that bring everyone together. Everybody hates that song. Having my baby. What a lovely way to say. Yeah. I'll spare you. Dark Side of the Moon was a wonderful album. I have a friend still. His name is Neil, and he lives in Florida. And he had like the CD, the DVD of Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon, and we would all go to his house and just enjoy the heck out of it. I have satellite radio, Darlene. You know it's a must. I do. I have Sirius XM in my truck, and I enjoy music. That I can't stand radio because you never get what you want to hear. Monday, Monday, so good to me. I don't think people should put any sign on their truck or car that tells people that there's a wife, a husband, two kids, and a dog. And it shows them, because that's kind of perfect for people looking to rip someone off, you know? No, I don't. I remember the Monkees, but I don't know what Bob Dobalina. I know. I don't, that doesn't ring a bell. Reunited, cause we. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you gotta have satellite. Unfortunately, regular radio sucks. At least out here in the country. Oh my God, forget it. Texas. All my exes live in Texas. I don't have any ex in Texas. Peaches and Herb. That's right. You know, I got to meet what was their names? The saying I got to meet the guy that was in it. Mountains high and the valley so deep. Can't get around to the other side. Remember, hey, hey, Paula, I wanna marry you. Hey, hey, Paul, I want to marry you too. Um, I don't have satellite radio. It's expensive. Well, I made a deal with them. I've had satellite radio for a long time, several years. It was getting to me, it was $20 a month, which is not a lot of money, but I called them up and I asked if there was any specials, and there was. So now I pay $6.95 a month, but I don't have it in the house. But I do have it on Dish Network, so I have plenty with just my radio in the truck, and it was cheap enough. Yeah, Paul and Paula. Oh man, I don't know what Mr. Doubleina is. How come I don't know that one? How does that go? Yeah, what we all should be singing now. So united we stand, divided we fall. And we'll be together. So that's what's going on here. Not much. Just waiting for all the crap to be totally over. At least, like I said, we our TVs are back to normal. Yeah, songs are very powerful. It's funny because I pay $6.95 a month. I used to pay $19.95 a month. They've got deals. You have to ask, and usually it's a year of paying cheap. So yeah, I just love my new necklace. It's so pretty. If you like freshwater pearls, I do. They're just so pretty. Oh, so pretty, pretty, pretty. You could wear that with anything. Yeah, I don't need it in the house, but Dish Network does offer satellite radio. Oh yeah, Archie. Hi, Luana. No, I don't want any snake in the house. Um, these kitties. The other day, I don't know what happened. Um, but I came in the house. I must have had the door open for a while. Came in the house and I had no clue. Both kittens were in the house. You know that? And then they got freaked out because two dogs and me come in. And they eventually shooed themselves right out the front door. But they're so cute. They watch me. Ew, a bat in your attic. No. Oh, that's awful, Butterbean Head. Oh my god. Huh. You had a snake. Yeah, that could give you a heart attack. That and the big, huge spider. Spiders will give me a heart attack. A snake would too, actually. You had a big snake behind your toilet, Mike. Oh my gosh. I love rings. I love bracelets. I love necklaces. I love earrings. I'm the girl. You got a shovel and killed it. Oh, I would have had a heart attack. I would have never gone back in my house. But I don't know how the two kitties got in here. I'm just thinking I opened the door and both of them slid in. So weird. Can you imagine if we've got a hole of some sort under my house and they can come up and come in? But I've never had anything like that happen. Cute kitties. Gosh, I'm glad you guys and your snake makes me worry. Snake stories. You know, mice don't bother me. They're kind of cute. I don't want them in my house, but my neighbors take care of my tree falling. Well, they weren't my neighbors. No. No, I paid this guy who's a handyman to cut back as far as he could cut back, and he patched my roof for me, and so it got fixed. It cost me 120 to clear it all off. I'd still need to find. There's one guy in town that can do like really tall limbs. I don't know how much it'll cost, but I'd like to get about 2 or 3 of those limbs that even possibly could hurt me. Yeah, I don't think you should leave any doors open so that snakes and stuff can get in. The tree is huge. When I first got here 4 years ago, it was not that big. It's huge now. I mean, it's so huge. It scares me. And I bought also, because I got some money from my gifts from my friends and subscriber friends and stuff. And I bought 2 flea collars, the Cerestic collars. Who's crying? Come here. Let me see if I can get Lily. Oh no. Noble, that's scary. What, baby? Come here. Up here. Come here. Ugh, gosh. Come here. Come on. Come here. I'm gonna be right back. Why are you crying? Are you stuck? Oh. Oh gosh. Is it undone? Lily was crying because her claw got stuck in her fur. I knew something was wrong. You okay now? Mice is your biggest fear, love, in life. Oh my God, I'm not afraid of mice. Hi, Georgiana. How's everything in San Antonio? Is it crazy? Hi, everybody. One time I went to the store, this was when I was 30. I was living with Kathy, and it was 1980, and I went to the pet store just to see, and I bought a pregnant mouse. I bought a fish tank type of thing and all the stuff you put in a mouse for mouse to live and food and everything. She brought it home. It had its babies. Then we had like 25 mice babies. So we took them to Alligator Alley and I guess we made them into snake food. But they were pretty cute. Isn't that crazy? I held each one of those little tiny babies because when they come out, they have no fur at all. They look like little naked pink, little tiny itty bitty pink pigs. And I kept them until they were all fur babied out, and they didn't smell until they had all their fur and stuff. So that was time. It was time. I don't think I would do that ever again. I wanted a new pet. I had a dog, but I didn't want to get another dog. I don't know what made me get a mouse. A pregnant mouse. I'm a sucker for little animals. Love the kitties. They're so cute. The one kitty, I can touch her while she's eating. I rub her back and scratch her ears, and she's getting friendly. The other one stays away, but Pepper comes around to eat. That's about it. I really didn't want any more pets. I don't like spiders or snakes, and that is what it takes. Just want to be loved by you. What was his name? Patricia! Oh, wow, your cat brings you little presents of mice. Well, I got two kitties out there. They're probably going to be doing mice hunting. Oh my gosh, Love and Life, your brother was bad. Oh man, Jimmy Stafford, it's right. Remember the one? We had it all, just like Bogey and Bacall. In our own, no, 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 no. Key Largo. Bertie Higgins. He lived in Tarpon Springs, Florida, and I actually sang and played guitar in a club he owned. Not that mattered, but those were old days. Back in the old days. Oh, my little darling girl. Isn't she the cutest little baby? Little sweet Lily Bell. She loves the kitty. I really appreciate y'all coming in tonight. Dead frogs. No. Giggle Fishy, that's funny. She said she found an $11 million house today in Sanibel, Florida. That's where I want to, but that's that I want to buy. Oh yes, just save some money, girl. Sanibel's a really nice area. Yeah, cats are a little easier when it comes to, I can't leave Lily and Rosie. Because these cats are pretty independent, but now they're getting dependent on me. They're meowing in the morning like, okay, where's the food? That's what happened. You were traumatized, love and life. Your dad helped traumatize you with mice. Yeah, I always wanted, to get a cat, and my mother and father wouldn't let me get kitties. Over there. Yep, Jim Stafford sang that one. Dang me, dang me, they ought to take a rope and hang me. Hang me from the highest tree. A woman, don't you weep for me. A do 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 do. Yeah, well, I get up in the morning and of course, I take my dogs out. So I see the little kittens in the morning and I fill up the dry food. I leave dry food and water. And then in the afternoon I have kitty food, like, a little soft kitty food, and I give each one of them. And I bought Temptations, which is their treat. So when I walk the dogs tonight, um, I will shake the bag and give them a couple treats. They're going to be very spoiled little kitties. So I'm going to make them a insulated bedroom for the winter. And they got my blanket out there right now. I wish I could go out there and grab one and show you. They're so cute. I've picked up the little Paisley. She's not sure about me picking her up, but she let me. Darlene, thanks for coming in. I'm going to be doing the same thing. I fed Lily and Rosie. Oh, today you want to hear one thing that happened. So I go to make hamburger for the dogs, and I'm out of propane. And I already have one tank that's in the truck. I forgot to fill it. I have 2 empty tanks, so I had to make their hamburgers and vegetables in the microwave. And I'll get some gas tomorrow. I don't remember that, Marilyn, but I remember Ray Stevens. Well, I don't normally get propane very often. We had a cold snap, so it ran out of the one tank. I thought this is kind of a puzzle because I thought I ran out and I put it in my truck thinking I had a complete whole tank, the other one. And it did start because I cooked for a couple days and it ran out. I don't know what happened. So I'm going to have to get two propane tanks, but if I don't use the heat, if I don't turn on the propane heater, that one tank lasts months and months. If I use the heater, it doesn't last long. Yeah, now I have 2 empty tanks for the moment, but I can live. I'll live. Tomorrow I'll have to do one at Dollar General just so I have one tank. Because the place I buy here in Knox City, it's only open Monday through Friday. So I'm going to end this chat because I think it's time to take the dogs out and get comfortable and relax for the evening. I hope that you've all enjoyed yourself. I know it's just been one of those live streams with a bunch of chit chat. And until Monday, I'll have another live stream. I'll try to put out another video. If you're not subscribed to my channel and you're watching this, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, please, and get to know me. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up Although it looks like everybody in here has. Good night, Mike. So glad to see you and Giggle Fishy. Yeah, I'll see you probably, uh, well, next time. Yeah. Marilyn and Darlene and all of you people, ZT, thanks for sharing with me, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace out, friends. Stay positive and just stay calm. Things are going to work their way out. Go with the flow.